when it comes right down to it, PlayStation has Microsoft and Xbox right where they want them. They have them back on their heels. They keep announcing things. Microsoft is deadly quiet. I don't understand why Microsoft is being so quiet lately. They were doing a lot of talking leading up until their actual reveal of the Xbox Series X showcase in July, and now suddenly you can't get a peep out of them. What are we going to get at launch? How much is this thing going to be? Does the Lockhart exist? There's so many questions that just are left unanswered that a lot of people are sort of kind of coming to the terms that, you know, we're not getting the type of things and answers that we should from these companies, in particular Microsoft. But Sony is out there making these big time announcements, looking even more impressive because it steals away the thunder from Microsoft themselves time after time after time. And this should be a pretty good video, and I'm excited to get into it with you guys, and I'm excited to hear what you think about it. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. You know, again, if you're looking for a way to support my small channel, the best way to do that, a simple like. It goes a long way. You can also share it out. You can take a second to consider subscribing. All great things, all things to really take into account, and I would very much appreciate it. You can also hit the bell. That way you're notified. I do content every single day, usually at least one video, sometimes two. Really depends on what's going on with the news. Also do podcasts, a couple podcasts. It's all good. And everything's unscripted, off the cuff, and my own personal thoughts and opinions. And people seem to really enjoy that. With that being said, I love that next gen is so close. I love talking about, you know, next gen. I love the thought of the video games we're going to get. That's the thing that gets me most excited. I love talking about this stuff, and I love actually going out there and sort of seeing what is actually coming and how I'm going to be able to play it and experience that. You know, I'm buying a brand new TV, the CX, that it's going to be able to support 4K 120 hertz. Again, that gets me excited. You know, Sony and Microsoft, you got to deliver the games so that I can actually play them and be able to sort of play them in a fidelity that I'm excited about, and that really showcases what the next generation is all about. Look, I've done this every 4, 5, 6 years. Something new comes out. I can remember when I went from the Xbox and the PS2 to the Xbox 360. I bought a plasma TV to go along with it so that I could experience that. When I bought an Xbox One, I had a flat screen LED TV so that I could experience that. When the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro came out, I had my first 4K TV, and now I'm going to have my first OLED that supports the next generation of consoles, and that's very exciting as well. So with that being said, Microsoft is really kind of leaning on the fact that they're going to be supporting their old platform games, right? Oh, we use 3 generations of games, blah blah blah. We're going to have so many games to play at launch. It's going to be the most games we've ever had. And I think that that's all well and fine. The main problem is that Sony seems like they're going to have the most diverse and the biggest launch lineup and the biggest library that they've ever had as well, and this could make it official as well. So again, they're said to have over 4,000 backwards compatible titles, and this is something that a lot of people aren't giving them a lot of credit for, because you absolutely have to take it into consideration that, hey, if you buy the Avengers right now, you're not going to stop playing that when a PlayStation 5 comes out, but you're going to want to keep on being able to play that because it's that type of game. Even though I'm not huge on all games as a service games, still there's a lot of instances where these are perfect situations, and this is one of them. Like, I have it on PlayStation 4. It's a free upgrade to the super duper smart technology with the upgrade to the PlayStation 5, so that's very, very cool as well. It was also recently unveiled that the PlayStation 5 could be compatible with the PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation Vita, as per a recently published patent. So if you think about it, they could be doing something close to what Microsoft is doing in terms of being able to play your games, but you might be able to play them on these handhelds in a significant way. So obviously the PlayStation 5 is going to launch with a lot of accessories, a lot of cool things like that. And now this patent is filed back by Sony in February and published in August. So it was just published, and it goes over compatibility with accessories, and there's an illustration as well with some various accessories ranging from PlayStation VR headset, the PlayStation camera, to a mouse and keyboard, to regular controllers. Notably enough, both the PSP and the PlayStation Vita, both handhelds, are also explicitly mentioned in the patent. So it's very possible that we could be seeing some kind of remote play that are going to return with the PlayStation 5, which would explain why it would be compatible with the PlayStation Vita. But the PSP is a little bit weird. It's got only one analog thumbstick and no touchscreen, so it's going to be weird to see how that would actually work out. Any patent, though, can be made and doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually going to do that. But what Sony is absolutely doing right now is coming out with a lot of information that's going to probably surprise people. So we also got a little bit of information about exactly what we can expect and when we can expect the PlayStation to be able to go out there and be available to buy, the PlayStation 5 that is. And now, according to a retailer, it looks like any day now is going to be when we're going to actually be able to go out there and do that. So unfortunately, for a lot of people, I just feel like this is going to probably be an interesting tactic, because it looks like you might not have the choice to go into a retailer and get it. So we don't know what the cost is going to be of the PlayStation 5, but according to this retailer, they've been recently sending out emails saying that they are expecting pre-orders to go live any day now, and they also warned that the console might not be available through general sales owing to short supply. So if there is indeed a supply-demand issue, obviously demand could definitely outweigh supplies, and I also think we're going to get in a situation where there's only going to be one console per person, and I do hope that we're able to go into the stores themselves and buy them, because I feel like it's always kind of a lackluster thing when that doesn't happen. And again, I think that it would be really critical of Sony and Microsoft to be able to have these things available so you go into a store and you can buy them, because there's going to be a lot of people looking to upgrade. And, you know, especially with Sony having stuff like Spider-Man ready day and date, and, you know, Ratchet and Clank coming soon, and another Horizon game coming, and Demon Souls and Gran Turismo, and such an eclectic lineup of great games and exclusives that people are definitely going to want to upgrade ASAP. And the fact that you might not be able to do that the way that you think could end up hurting the bottom line. I do feel like as many games and as many consoles as Sony can put out, in particular the consoles, they'll sell them, right? Like, people go into this no matter what. Even you can look back to a launch as bad as the Xbox One launch was, and people still bought that console despite the fact that, you know, it was overpriced, underpowered. And the reason was, at least I think, initially strong sales were there because of the exclusive games. Now, is that going to always be the case going into next generation? It looks that way from Sony's point of view. I'm not so sure from Microsoft. Microsoft seems like they're done with third-party type of situations, like third-party exclusives or third-party games, and now they're really more focused on what their own first-party can do. Their first-party, for the most part, seems like they're going to stick to the tried and true. Halo, Gears, Forza, add in a couple other things, and then some double A's. Like, I don't know if we're going to be getting those big new AAA IP or those big games like they used to. And if you think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Microsoft has traditionally not excelled at making their own great AAA games, right? If you think about it, they bought Halo. That was originally like an Apple thing. They bought Gears of War from Epic. Forza might be one that they made, but at the end of the day, even Fable was kind of bought. You know, they liked the tech or whatever, and then they ended up buying that studio in the game. So technically, that's how they've always done things. You know, so it's very surprising to me to see we're at a state of mind and a state and kind of a time frame where, at the beginning, even Titanfall 1, Dead Rising 3, Rise, these games were exclusive to Xbox consoles, even though they weren't first-party games, and Microsoft is kind of failing to do that. Even Rise of the Tomb Raider was a year-timed exclusive, so it does kind of boggle my mind to see that, you know, this is the type of situation that we're in, and what are we going to have next generation? Like, I hope that everybody that wants a console can get a console, but it looks like that might not 100% be the case, and it does indeed look like Sony is preparing people for that. They're sending out emails saying, hey, get ready, we're going to be, you know, here comes the PS5, and we've got all this cool stuff coming. And then realistically, I think it's going to come down to how many of us are going to be able to go out there and get it. Like, there are things and extenuating circumstances in the world that are technically hurting the potential sales of both these consoles. So I hope that everybody can go out there and get the consoles that they want it doesn't sound like that might not be the case, especially with the PlayStation 5 point of view. So here's hoping that everybody gets kind of an announcement sooner rather than later. It is a very exciting time, and I can't wait to get my own. And, you know, I really just think that that's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to kind of dig in and see what these new next generation consoles have to offer. Very exciting stuff. I'm going to link all this in the description. I want you all to please check it out. Let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed the video, take a minute to consider subscribing. I want everybody to stay safe, happy, and healthy. If you want to hit me up on Twitter at @_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH like Medal of Honor, Space Crapgamer, and PSN just Crapgamer. I've been responding to everybody there, so many people are surprised that I do that. But yes, if you take the time out to write me, I'm going to take the time out to respond. Thank you so much for watching my video. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.